Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello and welcome to USA Global TV and Radio in partnership with E360 TV. I'm Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, and we are so excited to have you here for another thrilling episode of A Woman's Prerogative. A Woman's Prerogative is a show where we welcome panelists from around the world, and we have a topic and we discuss that topic. Sometimes we start laughing, sometimes it makes no sense whatsoever, and sometimes we are really coming up with some mind-blowing, incredible thoughts. Today's topic is not one of those. It is the perfect holiday meal for women's dinner party. Why are we discussing this? Well, in case you don't know this about me, I'm a big fan of reality TV, and I've been watching Top Chef. And of course, it's the holiday season, and people are getting together, and I'm curious about the type of meal that my cohorts here would be preparing if I were to come and visit them, or if they were to come and visit me, what would I be preparing? So let's welcome the team and let's get into the subject. Joining us from the United Kingdom, Dr. Madalene Chan. Welcome.
Hello, Dr. Jacalyn. Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello. Also joining us from the United Kingdom is Caroline HEWARD. Hello.
Woohoo! I'm excited about this topic, where it's going to go.
Yes, one never knows. Welcome, welcome. And joining us from New Zealand, it's MARISKA. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Good to see you as well. So, ladies, we're going to be talking all about get-togethers, what our strategy is if we have one, if we're going to be preparing well in advance for people to come over, if we're just going through the freezer and going, well, is this still any good? Maybe I'll serve this. So before we do that, let's go around and share a little bit about the work that we're doing. As you know, we're closing out 2023 very soon. And what have you accomplished this year that maybe you can bring to light for our viewers so they can get to know you a little bit better? Let's go with Dr. Chan first.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I've co-authored with Dr. Jacalyn, the Creative Hearts Awakening book. I've also been and co-authored with other authors such as MARISKA, Dr. Jacalyn, and Caroline for the Lady Ella book series. I think it was book 4, yes, about the ocean called you. That's the one that I did a collaboration. And also Listening Lasers, which MARISKA, myself, and Dr. Jacalyn, we wrote, was an Amazon #1 hit. So done that. Being part of World Jenny's Day, sorting out all the charity and the gala. Personally, what have I done as well from that? Yeah, I've had a couple of singles out. Really, I can't say I've got any more for this year. I'm thinking, yes, I got awarded. Yes, USA Global TV for Influencers Award, which the beautiful Dr. Jacalyn awarded me for that. So that really is the icing on the cake for me. So yeah, I've had a very beautiful, productive, creative, and loving year. Yeah, that's what I would say. That's what I've accomplished.
Thank you, Dr. Chan. I appreciate that. And just one clarification, Listening Lazies did not become an Amazon #1, I don't know, whatever, because it's a song. It's not a book. So, but the books have all become Amazon top releases or new releases or #1 bestseller. So thank you for that. Okay, let's go over to Mariska. What say you about your accomplishments for this year?
2023. Well, it was full with books. Lady Ella was definitely a big part of 2023. And as Dr. Chan mentioned, Listening Lazies, it's as I say the title, the song pops in my head. So it has quite a catchy tune, thanks to Dr. Chan, and some fun words to go with that. Over and above that, I think for me was building out my practice, being able to work with wonderful people as the year went by, and still working with wonderful people within my practice. So really enjoying that, all the leaders that I get to help and work with, and being here on USA Global TV and radio, and being in collaboration with E360 TV. I think that's also something that's popped up and that's new for us in 2023. And I can't wait for 2024 because I think looking at the year that we've had so far, the next one is going to be epic. Can't wait for it.
All right, I love that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And also thank you to Lala Music for her incredible choreography of Listening Lazies, which I love that song. We'll have to take a listen to it soon. All right, Caroline, HEWARD, over to you. What have you accomplished this year that you'd like to share?
Well, this year I've done some personal things and I've done quite a lot of training, and I've been here a lot more than I was the previous year. So on the personal side, I've actually finally left London on the 26th of May, sold my beautiful London property, and I moved to Doncaster. And I now have almost double the size of property and a garden for the first time and become mortgage free. So that was huge for me because it took a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of focus of what I was doing to make that happen. So that's huge. And I have no mortgage or rent to pay. So that's amazing for me because I wanted to become mortgage free before I was 60. And that was accomplished when I was 59. So that's the big personal thing. On a training aspect, I've actually completed with huge accolades from the organisation that was marking my assessments, my submissions for suicide and self-harm. I'm still yet to put it up on social media that I've passed my suicide and self-harm training. So that was really huge for me personally, because I genuinely wanted to help people that were suffering with those kinds of symptoms and those kinds of challenges within their life. And I've certainly, through that, helped people that have been in that situation, and that makes me feel really amazing. The work that I do is stress management. I help people with anxiety, stress, and all manner of places where they are suffering, whether it's physical, emotional, mental, behavioural. So my training is really key. And I've also been popping into London pretty much every month and sometimes twice a month to do training and other things. So I still haven't quite left London yet, and I've still very much got a presence there. From this channel, I've been very occupied in doing lots more shows. I've become a presenter on a Woman's Prerogative, the Midnight Show, which was running during the summer, and that was amazing for me because it felt I felt very uncomfortable or unconfident about doing it. I wasn't sure whether I'd be able to do what was needed, and actually I look forward to it. And because it is late, I wasn't sure whether I'd still be okay at midnight. But, you know, I really, really have enjoyed that as a challenge, and I have welcomed the opportunities that Dr. Jacalyn has given me to do these extra shows. And I'm enjoying being that TV presenter and interviewing others as well. And I'm feeling that that's something that I've grown into. And I've also been extremely happy about being part of the E360 program with this show in particular and Talking Heads, because I know for sure that I'm getting many more views onto my profile and onto my show. So that's been amazing for me, because it means that my messages are reaching more people and helping more people. And the last thing that I want to say is I've felt an incredible part of the growth of this channel. And for me, that is an achievement, because I didn't expect to be so full within the environment of this global channel. And I feel like I've become very much part of the team in a much bigger way this year than perhaps what I was in previous years. And then to top it all, Dr. Jacalyn awards me a President Award. And that just filled me with an immense amount of joy, because it was a complete surprise.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Amazing. I guess I've been doing a few things this year. Thank you for acknowledging what's been going on here. Well, I appreciate all of you. You've been with me since the beginning. It means so much. I really can't tell you. People come and people go. People say they will, and then they don't, and then they're here, and then they're not. But you three are here, and I really respect all of you and appreciate you. I have a few accolades that I'd like to share for everybody here. We are approaching our second anniversary on January 14th. And I know that two of you have mentioned awards that you've received. We have more awards that I have not given out yet, specifically because I'm saving them for the reunion show, which is on January 14th. So if you're interested, you can go to our website and book in. It's going to be great, because it's a reunion celebrating 2 years, and then it's also an awards ceremony. In terms of the number of views that we've had on our channel, see, because I'm running this platform, I get to bring up all these graphics. We hit 982,945 views so far this year. Overall, we're well over 1 million for our channel since we've been here almost 2 years, but we really weren't focused on search engine optimization until last year in October. And of course, our plan is to break that 1 million barrier by the end of this year, which we definitely will do. And on a personal level, in the last 2+ years, I'm going to say 2 years and a few months, I've been able to publish 16 books.
Woo!
And I just had one come out last night, which I'm really excited about. I'm working with an illustrator, and she's been great. I've been pushing her. I'm like, we have to get it out because the holiday season's here. So Lady Ella now has her own activity books, and you can see she's got her little Santa hat on, her little Santa little shoes. And so we've got these really fun activities that children can do. So we have our activity book that you can see here on the top right. And then the next one is the holiday version. So it's going to be different mazes and dots to dots and scissor exercises. So it's a lot of fun. And then also, I'm really excited that setting boundaries and asking for permission, which Dr. Chan helped me facilitate for one of the libraries in New Jersey. This is really taking off, and I'm going to be presenting it to a number of other organizations, which I'll talk more about. We also have a new show, which is the Royally Rich Lifestyle Show, which is doing exceptionally well. And this is thanks to Ian Pelham-Turner and Helena Shard and ALB UK Television and Mr. Philip Sykes and the British School of Excellence. So I think that's what I've got. My mother passed away this year, as you all know, and it's been really life-changing. And what I'll just share about that is that the one thing between that, excuse me, and turning 60, I turned 60 first and my mom passed away, is that I realized that time is a precious gift. I don't like wasting it. And I just decided that the people in my life who were just wasting my time are gone. And I don't do things that I don't find value from, and I'm not afraid to say it. So that's what I would leave everyone with, that when you get to be a certain age or you lose someone who's really important, you realize what is important, and that's time. Okay, so this is our time to talk about our get-togethers, the perfect holiday meal. The reason why I mentioned women is because sometimes a women's get-together might be different than if you have women and men or people who don't identify as either. So let's discuss if you were to have a get-together before the end of the year. You just decide today, as a result of this show, you are going to invite some people over for a get-together. What would it look like? How many people would it include? What's everyone wearing? What are you serving? What are you listening to? What comes to mind right away without you giving it too much thought? We're going over to Mariska.
Lucky first.
Well, I picked you because you're married. So it's not, you're going to have to talk to your husband and get some things squared away.
Yes, and that was what I was thinking. Most probably the very first thing that I would consider would be the menu. And not so much only me considering it, also him considering it. So that would be the first thing to do. It will, in all likelihood, be a 3-course meal with some, most probably, snacks at the beginning, some stuff at the end. I'm not too sure what it would be. And there may or may not be elegance to it, depending on what it is that we feel like. So for most of you in the Northern Hemisphere at the moment, it is a little chillier. So it might not look the same in a dinner party for the Northern Hemisphere than it would be for the Southern Hemisphere. We might barbecue a bit of meat or do something outdoorsy. We actually had a conversation just the other day around it is lovely weather. It's actually picnic weather for us around here. And I told my husband that it would be so good for us to put a picnic basket together, get a couple of friends, and just go and have a picnic under a massive tree with grass and just enjoy ourselves. And he said that sounds so lovely. We do need to find where the tree is planted, though, because there's vineyards all over the place and no big open lawns with trees. So that's a bit of a place to look at for now. But at least we have a good idea what's going to go into the basket for our little picnic. And I think that would most probably be what I would like to do within a dinner party. It will be a little bit more relaxed. We can wear sandals or no shoes, depending on what you feel like. Typically, high heels and lawns do not work well. I don't know about you guys, but for me, it doesn't work well. So I would suggest footwear that is accompanied for grassy environments. And then clothing that's comfortable and you feel comfortable in. And then just having a relaxing time together. I don't also think that it would be necessarily a big group. I would intend a smaller, more intimate setting. So most probably 6, maximum 8 people in total. So that including me and my husband. And yeah, that would be the sum total of the dinner party.
Wow, you really put a lot of thought into that without any previous knowledge. I love it. Sounds like a great time. Fantastic.
Well, there was some pre-thinking. I mean, we did have the discussion over the weekend around maybe possibly having a little bit of a picnic.
Okay. Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun, a good time. What are your thoughts about it, Dr. Chan and Caroline? Picnic for you?
Well, it's a bit chilly in the England and even more chilly in the north of the country. So I definitely won't be doing that.
Well, no, if you were visiting Mariska for the picnic.
Ooh.
Oh, right. Oh, yes. Then I would love to come because I'd love to get away from the cold weather and the rain and the wetness of everything. So yes, and I would look forward to enjoying your picnic and being on the grass and in bare feet. I was just imagining myself in bare feet feet on the grass and, you know, skipping the like fantastic under the tree. I'm thinking I'd much rather be there than here.
And I agree with you, Caroline. I would like to go there, Mariska, because, you know, a bit beautiful near the beaches, seeing exotic plants and flowers, a whole new energy about it. Oh, it'd be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like an event everybody wants to come to. So are you going to actually do it?
Well, you are invited. Just let me know when the plane lands so that I can have say picnic baskets packed and ready, and then we can go off.
We'll zoom
In the
in.
meantime, I will also need to find that tree. I don't know where I'm going to find the tree. Yes.
Sounds like a great time. Thank you for sharing that. Let's go over to you, Dr. Chan. You're having people over for some festivity for the holidays. What does it look like? Who's there? What's everybody wearing? What are you serving? What are we listening to?
Well, I love dancing, and I think it's lovely having themed parties because it's you're either a person that can do a full 3, 4, 5, 6 course meal for a caterer of 10 people or 15 people, great. But you know what? It's a lot of hassle and stress. And I believe in raising that vibration and enjoying. So I would have a 70s themed night. And it's up to whether they want to dress up in 70s. They don't have to. They can just wear an accessory of 70s anyway, representation of it. And I would have buffet food. So canapes, I would have cocktails and mocktails as well, have the music on and have a DJ spinning the tunes. And so more people will be enjoying and loving the music rather than stressing about each course, bringing each course out, this and this. The food is out there. If you want to eat, great, you eat. And maybe you have a few drinks and then you eat later. But the thing is, there's no pressure and we're just grooving with that music. Yeah.
Yeah, we're grooving. I love it.
We're grooving.
To the 70s. That's my favorite music.
That's what I would do, Dr. Jacalyn, Caroline, and Mariska. That's the kind of party I would have, even if it's for a woman's party as well.
Now, would Teddy be dressed up?
Oh, yeah, he would be in a nice little pink dress with his bell bottoms.
That sounds like a blast. I love to dance also. We know the queen of dancing is over here. Caroline, tell us about how you would feel attending Dr. Chan's event.
Well, I'll come and boogie anytime with 70s music. That's one of my things.
Love it. You'd have to wear your clothes though, Caroline, because it's
Well, I'll have to find. I don't have bell bottoms, so I'll have to find something like the leotard thing, you know, that they wore in Dirty Dancing. You know, the sort of that kind of half circle skirt that when you turn around, you know, like all the legs flash.
Yeah,
and disco. Glitter,
yeah.
Disco.
Yeah, maybe at a thrift shop or vintage store or something.
The boob tube.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Chan. So, Caroline, everyone's heading out. So, where do you live? It's with a D?
Yeah, Doncaster, which is very chilly. It's very wet and it's very windy. And I've been told that we haven't even started winter here. And I'm in my long johns and my thermal vest.
That is sexy as can be. Tell us, how do you spell Doncaster?
So it's Don, D-O-N, C-A-S-T-E-R, Doncaster. It's South Yorkshire. So it's lovely and green and it's very, you know, spacious and it's not concreted like London. So that's why it's so cold. I believe it's because there's more green and it's not full of concrete and it's not flooded with lots of people. And I reckon that's why it's colder. So what would I do? Well, I've been thinking about this and I'm sort of a bit of a cross of, would I do something formal? Because I've done lots of formal dinner parties and I've done the canapes and the champagne at the beginning. And then we've like sat down and had, you know, sort of a full on meal that I've cooked, you know, sort of starter where I've organized Thai fish cakes. And then I've, you know, sort of organized a chicken and, you know, all the paraphernalia that goes with it. And, you know, the mixed salad And, sort of I've organised things like poached peaches or poached pears in port wine sauce, and then finished off with cheese and port. And I've done that. And I was thinking about it, and I've done a lot of those ones. And you know what I'd really like to do this time, when you said, what would I do now? What I would do is probably quite different. I would probably invite people and invite them to bring their rattles, bring their drums, bring their gongs, bring their singing bowls, and bring their voices. And I would organise kind of picky food, a bit like what Madalene, Dr. Chan was suggesting, sort of where it was a little bit easier and a bit more free, and organise like a big pot of chili and a big pot of a curry with a big pot of rice, so they could help themselves for something warm because it's cold here. And they would be barefoot in my home because it's newly carpeted and I'm walking around on this beautiful carpet barefoot. They would be in very casual wear, and they will be singing, dancing, and we would have a chanting and ecstatic dance within my living room, because it's a huge living room, and would be sipping. If they wanted to drink wine, then the wine would be there. If they wanted to have something that was non-alcoholic, that would be there too. And if they wanted to drink juices, that would be there too. So there wouldn't be the obligatory champagne, wine and port like I would normally do. It would actually be probably an open space to be drinking whatever they wanted to be, and alcohol would be there if they chose to drink. And I believe that the people that would invite, probably about 6-8 people, can you imagine the drums and the rattles and the singing and the dancing, and we'd be chanting and we'd be feeling ecstatic without too much alcohol.
I love it.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Also, what's a rattle?
Oh, I wish I'd have got. It's like exactly what it's, so a baby rattle is like a ball with on a stick. Well, I trained as a shaman. So back in when we had the lockdown, I did training online, and then we did on retreats to train doing shamanism. And it was an extraordinary adventure, and we'd like sort of go on these journeys with the rattle and the drum. And so somebody would be banging the drum like this, and you would go on like a meditational journey and feel really good, and we would be dancing as well. So somebody would be playing the drum, somebody literally be rattling a rattle, and playing, the drum, the flute, the singing bowls, and we would just be grooving it down. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention we'd have some side trance playing as well, so we could really get that.
Trance, tribal trance. Tribal
That
trance.
sounds like a great time.
Side trance.
Mariska, you were attending Caroline's get together. What do you think?
I will definitely
go
be
there.
enjoying it. Yeah.
Well, I know all the good
sounds
people.
like fun.
I know all the good people. I'd bring them together and I'd say, come on, let's do this.
Dr.
But
Chan, you go also, right?
I would, definitely. But I'm also interested in going for the big course meal that you can make, Caroline, because that really is a treat.
Well, guess what the great news is? You two are the only ones who could possibly end up getting together for one of these events or both of these events, because you actually live somewhere near each other. How far apart are you? An hour and a half?
No. 3
Probably
hours?
about 2 hours if you went by car, I would imagine.
Madalene, an hour and a half. No. How long? 2 hours. Hello? That's not that far. An hour and a half to 2 hours.
It is for us.
No. It's not like 30 hours versus 2 hours.
No.
You have a point, actually, Dr. Jacalyn. You really do. In fact, Caroline, I might be going up there actually, maybe sometime next week, because I'm going to go see Mum. Yeah. So
You'll have to come and see my new home.
There
exactly.
you go. You two can get together and broadcast from someplace to the other. That would be fun to see you. Now, you've actually met in person, right?
Yeah, we have,
Yeah.
because we've done some events together in London. So when I've been in London or I've visited London, we've actually, we met for the first time at an awards event, didn't we, last year? Oh, actually, I think we met previously at Philip Chan.
Yeah. Philip Chan, that's where we met. Yes.
Yeah.
So you met before you were
Yes.
on this platform.
No, I think it was after.
No. Wait, was it? Are you sure?
I
No,
think
it was
it was
after.
Philip Chan's
after.
reunion, is kind of celebration of his life. I think
Yeah.
that's where we probably met.
So as a
Yes,
quick
it was.
digression, was it different after you saw each other here and then you met in person? How was that?
I feel that it was like sort of it felt when we got together, it was like a like
Wow.
it was special. It was sort of different from being online, and there was like a lot of emotion when we did actually meet. So the hug was very compassionate.
Did you get a room or no? I'm kidding. Sorry. Oh, you said
on the wrong show.
Not passionate. Okay. Sorry, my mistake. Well, that's fantastic. Hopefully one day we'll all meet in person. That would be nice.
Yeah.
It would be, yeah. I'll have to come to America one day and New Zealand.
We'll go. Yeah, we'll put it on the bucket list, the wish list. We'll sort it out.
Absolutely. And if I were to do something, it would be something that I will not be doing because it would really be from my previous life, but part of still who I am, but it just wouldn't be happening. But what I would do is I would have a black tie get together. I would make everything from scratch. And I would put up my white Christmas tree with all of my Barbies and my red feather boas. It's all in New Jersey, so it's not here. And then I would plate all the food and serve everyone. And then I think afterwards, if we had any people I invited that played instruments, I would play the piano and sing and have everyone join in, because my dad used to do that. I would sit and sing with him and he would play the piano, and then our friends would play different instruments. It was a lot of fun. So I think, that's what I would do. I'd be dressed to the nines, and the food, I do a lot of research about what I was going to make before I made it. And then everything would be plated and I'd be exhausted, but that's what I would do. But I'll not be doing
that.
I'll not be doing.
I've just thought about something else I would introduce, which would make my evening really special and sort out the drinks. I'd get someone to make a cacao, and we'd have a cacao ceremony. And so what cacao does, it actually is a heart opener, and it moves your heart. It's full of B vitamins and nutrients that just make you feel absolutely amazing. It opens the heart in a really, really big way. It's raw chocolate. Cacao is raw chocolate from the cacao plant. And I've got friends that would buy it from places like Guatemala, sort of some very spiritual places, and they import it in, and they actually chant and meditate when they're making it. So it's a true, it's just amazing to have a cacao ceremony and set an intention, and then everybody would be dancing through their intentions. So that's what also I would add.
I love
Thanks
that.
for sharing
cacao
that.
ceremony.
We had Mr. Roland Friedel's done a show or two on cacao ceremonies. So
so you know all about them.
I do. Yes.
Wasn't it that film? Sorry, wasn't that a film? Chocolat with Johnny Depp, and about the film Chocolat about chocolate, and it was set in the part of the war times, and all this sweet stuff was forbidden, and she brought the true cacao. And it was a Catholic town. Yeah, it's a great film, but it's about the cacao bean. And how it opened their hearts.
Yes, it's not the cacao ceremony, but it's going on that theme that, she was bringing the power of what was actually in the chocolate. Because I've watched the chocolate, I don't know what it's called now, Le Chocolat or something like that, the film is called.
Yeah.
Yes.
Finish
Are
your
like,
comment.
yeah, we don't know what they're talking about, but just
Sorry.
smile and agree.
You've mentioned chocolate, so that's it.
Yeah, I'm on board. There's chocolate, so it's fine.
Well, I like the fact that the four of us had completely different get-togethers. They were really from one end to the other.
Mm.
I think
Yeah.
we can start with Dr. Jacalyn's, and then you're all dressed up, and then we move through all the way until you get to, well, a picnic.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
Or we
the
start at the
final
picnic and go the
countdown.
other. Either way.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good way as well.
That's
Or we
weekend
start
activities.
Caroline's
Since I'm not
dance.
actually doing it, it doesn't matter.
Or we do the cacao ceremony, which will open our hearts, take us to a new dimension, and then go on to that trip.
Well, I'm sure Caroline in another episode could lead us through a cacao ceremony.
Well, I know this sounds really silly. I've attended many, many, many cacao ceremonies. Oh my gosh, many cacaos. And I go to people that I really feel that they do it well, they do it properly. And the experience is amazing. And one of the things I said to one of my dear friends, her name's Fozia, she just does amazing cacao ceremonies. And I just said, I couldn't do that. She said, of course you could. She says, you do it all the time. She says, everything you do is with much intention. She said, you would do it because whenever you do something, you do it with bells on. And so it is possible. And I did a cacao ceremony for myself where there was an online ceremony, and I made the cacao, and I couldn't believe how tasty it was because my dear friend taught me how to make tasty cacao for the ceremony. So yes, that's something that I'm thinking about doing here in my new home, because it's very healing and very therapeutic, and it's a great thing to have before you go into a dance ceremony.
Sounds like it's a great thing to have before you make a major decision about something also.
Oh yes, yeah, I know a lot of people that do their own cacao ceremony in a regular way as part of their life. And now you're mentioning it, and now you're talking about it, it's making me think, yes, that might be definitely something that I could do very easily for myself and for others, because it's just such a beautiful plant and a beautiful healing gift to give and to do for someone.
Well, I'm actually thinking, just off the cuff, excuse me, that if you added this to your talking heads, how do you know if you're dating a narcissist? And then at the end, you have a cacao ceremony. How do you look over relationship? Cacao ceremony, cacao ceremony. Every time we have some talking heads.
I've recently come across men that objectify women, and it was quite a big deal for me. And it's very much in the narcissist category of, men treating women in a, like they're objects. And it was really quite surprising to me because I'd never actually experienced anything like that before. And I think that they would probably benefit from a cacao ceremony thinking about it, because it is exactly that. It reconnects people back to their own heart and their own feelings and emotions. And, anybody that's suffering, especially in our Western world and the way that we've had to live, especially in our current times, we've very much gone up into the head and very much in that space of stress and anxiety and, insufferance, really. There's a lot of people that are having challenges. And I feel that, having dinner parties is one way, but some people, they're looking for a way to reconnect back and coming together as a group of people and reconnecting in a ceremony like a cacao ceremony or in a meditation, like a dance meditation, is such fun. And that really is something that I've missed since I've been here. So I'm thinking about doing a cacao ceremony for my 60th birthday.
There you go. I love it.
I think that's wonderful. When are you 60?
It's April next year, April 26th next year.
There you go. Cacao.
There you go. I'm thinking that cacao ceremonies should be added to organizational flowcharts. you're going to make this decision. I'm going to rent a seedy movie, cacao ceremony. I'm going to drink too much, cacao ceremony, cacao, all over the place. And then all of a sudden people are like, wow, right? Looking at things in a different way.
Well, because when you do cacao, you actually set an intention for the cacao and for the ceremony, and it's done in a very honoring way. You really come out of here and you go right into your heart, and you almost bless the cacao by holding it, to your heart, and smelling it, and taking in everything about it, because it's a very healing and extraordinary ceremony. And then whatever you set your intention of, it becomes, it actually becomes real. So you have to be quite careful what you think about.
Don't you think it's good if you go on a date? You're really nervous, both of you, so you have some cacao, and you'll find out is it a truth ceremony as well? Does it bring truth?
Well, if you did that, you'd be a little bit orgasmic, because that's what it is.
That might be a good thing.
Yeah, why not? Make love, not war.
I think it would be good, to have start an evening, because I've certainly done cacao ceremonies and then done a dance and danced through the intentions that I set in the cacao ceremony. Just literally danced in every chakra, and you're really being wild, both men and women. You're just being really, you're just dancing through what you want to let go of, what you want to bring in, what you want to clear. It's amazing. I've done many over like about 10 years, I've been doing these types of things, and it's fun. And it's not as boring as it might sound, because you don't need the alcohol, because you feel very alive. You feel really sort of like you're on cloud 9.
Okay. I think it sounds like something that you should do on our platform. So we'll talk about that another time.
Oh,
definitely a women's party. Definitely a women's dinner parties. Cow.
Listen, you can do anything on Zoom right now. I know I had, I forget what year it was during the pandemic. I had a birthday party. It was like 600 people. I mean, you can do anything remotely. So anyway, so we get back to our topic, because, excuse me, we're coming to the end of our program today. And I'm speechless. Let's close out with something that we want to share with our audience for the rest of this year. Anything that comes to mind. Maybe it's a wish, maybe it's a blessing, maybe it's something in gratitude for the rest of 2023 to the world.
I'm quite happy to go. What I wish for everyone, because we're not all in the same place. We're not all, in a good financial position, or we've not all of us got our families with us, and some of us are on hard times, some of us are in good times. So we're all in different places, in different spaces at this time of year. And my wish and my blessing for everyone, whatever situation that you find yourself in, is to move into a place of looking for all the things that you're grateful for. Because it's very easy at Christmas time, especially in our seasonal festive time, when everybody's getting together with their families, and it might be that you're not with your family, to find a place of looking at everything that's been good in your life and everything that you're grateful for. And what that will do is that will bring you into a heart-based consciousness, so that you feel more happy and you will feel better. And when you're in that vibration, you will then reconnect and connect with other people, and you might find that you will have a better time, because I know it's a very difficult time for some people, and I wanted to make sure that everybody has a feeling of gratitude and compassion in their heart as they move through towards the end of this year.
Very much. Over to Mariska.
I think Caroline said it all. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. What I would add to that is the remembering that this too shall pass, whether good or bad. It is a moment in time, and we create each moment that we have in time. And sometimes we forget that. So utilizing the gratitude Caroline spoke about to intentionally then create the next thing. So we can be even more grateful for what we move into. And that would be my gift.
Beautiful,
Wow.
Mariska. Very nice. Thank you. You all are so good when I put you on the spotlight. See that? See how much you've grown? What about you, Dr. Chan?
Well, because there's a lot of things going on with the energies, lots of masks are down. So whereas you used to celebrate with family and you used to put things aside and think, oh, I'll deal with that later, because the masks are down, there's going to be certain energies that's going to be triggered. All I'm going to say is if you're going to have a party at your house, then you do lay down the conditions. You do say that this is a party of celebration, gratefulness, enjoying what we have because people have lost other people and they're not here anymore. So we have to be grateful for that. And we also I have the wish that people become strong. And if they find things are erupting, the energies and triggering, then detach, remove yourself from there. Because otherwise you will get caught up in the everything. Because when people have a drink and when there's certain things that haven't been settled, and it's all going to come up. It's all the masks are down and it's all going to come up. So coming from a place of gratefulness, yes, in every way, but there are some people that don't even get there. So it's best for someone to actually mention it before the party starts. That's what my wish is, for everyone to be real and true in their true self. Yeah.
All right. Real and true.
Real and true.
And I think what I would share is that our 2-year anniversary is coming up, as I mentioned, January 14th. And prior to that, there were a lot of naysayers. A lot of people thought I was absolutely insane for giving up my corporate career, that I really needed help. And then during the last 2 years, there certainly have been a number of ups and downs, things I never could have predicted. But I just, Dr. Chan and I had a conversation, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I don't remember. But it's just about doing what you say you're going to do and following that passion that you have inside yourself, that even if no one else believes in you and it's something that's important to you, continue on, because you will get to where it is you want to go, whether you get there alone or not. And I think that's one thing that people are afraid of. It's all about a popularity contest and doing what everybody thinks you should do so that you can be most popular. And I don't care about being popular. I care about keeping my word and doing what I say I'm going to do and treating people with respect. And sometimes it's a challenge, because we all get triggered by things or things come up that we don't anticipate. And that means that something else isn't going to take place. And as our resident therapist knows, Caroline, that many times we react emotionally because we haven't dealt with whatever the situation is and we take it out on someone else. So I would wish for everyone to give the gift of listening, authentically being yourself, and taking that mask and throwing it away. Bye-bye. So that's what I would leave us with today. Thank you, ladies, so much. And going forward, this is our team. So thank you for being here again from the beginning, and thank you for continuing on in 2024. We've got a lot more to share, and I'm really grateful to the three of you. Yay!
Yeah.
All right. I'm also very grateful to our sponsors. You know, the sponsors are important, and they're all people I have the utmost respect for. They're people I believe in. It's not like strangers who are, you know, putting advertisements and information about themselves. So I would encourage everyone to reach out to the people who are sponsors, because they do care and they do share. They all have shows here on our platform, and I consider them all to be friends. So thank you again. Let's listen to our sponsors, and we will be back with our next program. Ladies, I will see you all during the week for Talking Heads. So thank you again for being here.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
It's been fun.
Bye, ladies. Bye.
Hello, everyone. I'm Simon MacDonald. I live in the West Highlands of Scotland, a very beautiful part of the world. Seems a long way from the USA Global TV station. But remember, USA Global TV is worldwide. It's a fantastic platform. And every Wednesday, I come along here as part of the show of the United Kingdom News and Culture. And it's just like a family reunion each time. It's one of these amazing stations that has such a beautiful, friendly, and intelligent atmosphere as well. And we reach out to an audience in the most unimaginable places. And I came here, I don't know, must be over a year ago now. I was introduced by Dr. Philip Chan, and I met Ian Plum-Turner and Helena Chard, who are co-presenters on the show. And then Diane Floyd-Bem came along as well. And I mean, you know, the five of us, Dr. Jacalyn, of course, who is our host and our mentor, has just made this show work so well. Tremendous people, lovely time we have, and we impart a lot of information, a lot of knowledge. Nothing's rehearsed. It's all done off the cuff, and it all just gels. And we get great feedback from people coming back and saying how they're enjoying the show. You know, it's lovely to hear. And it's lovely to get that interaction from outside as well. And we're all listeners, and some of us are elevated listeners as well. So we enjoy every second of it, and we hope you do too.
Hi, I'm Kim Randall. I am the co-host for Authentic Achievements, which is also the name of my latest book and the name of my business. The latest book, Authentic Achievements, has the world's longest subtitle, which is the 7 secrets around building brave belief, unstoppable sales, and turning your leaders into talent magnets for guaranteed sustainable growth, which is what I do for organizations globally. I had the absolute privilege of meeting the lovely Dr. Jacalyn almost 2 years ago now, and I'm so honored to be part of this amazing platform. I've met some of the most fantastic people, shared some amazing stories, and never failed to learn something. If you've got a voice that you want to be heard, you've got something out there that you know you can better serve people with, I highly recommend you get in touch with Dr. Jacalyn and come and join us here on USA Global TV and Radio. If you're also looking to take your business to the next level, I would love to connect with you personally. So please do get in touch, kimrandall.com or AuthenticAchievements.com, and I would love to share your journey and see how we can help you take it to the next level.
When we speak, we don't hear. It's abundantly clear. Listening lazy scripting, and nobody's gonna win. Look someone in the eye. If you don't, they surely will cry. You don't hear a word I say, 'cause you always look straight away. Listening lazy, drive people crazy. Listening lazy is making us blue. Listening lazy, communication goes hazy. Listening lazy, listening lazy. Da 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 da. Listening lazy, driving us crazy. Listening lazy is making us blue. Listening lazy, communication goes hazy. Listening lazy, listening lazy. When you interrupt your friend, you will surely have to make amends. Lady Ella knows the way to help you listen better every day. And what's that? It's listening lazy. Ba-da-ba-ba. Listening lazy, driving us crazy. Listening lazy is making us blue. Listening lazy, communication goes hazy. Listening lazy, listening lazy. Listening lazy, driving us crazy. Listening lazy is making us blue. Listening lazy, communication goes hazy. Listening lazy, listening lazy, listening lazy.